Welcome to day 2 of week 17. Clear aura of your loved ones. So, just a gentle reminder, as we have done before, every day we have to read the chapter. We are listening the audio here. That is good. Make your notes, make priorities, and along with the expansion, do not forget that what we have to do. So, this week we are learning to clear the aura of loved ones. At the same time, we do not have to forget our the true desire that we have, that leads us to right action, that leads us to live unified, the life fulfilled. So with that reminder, I would like to invite Nehaji today. So she will lead the session from here on. Welcome, Nehaji.
Thank you, Preeti ji. Thank you for this.
आपकी
Welcome
आवाज थोड़ी
again.
कम आ रही है. Can you
Okay.
speak a
Yeah,
little
yeah. I'll
louder?
just the volume once. Is it better now?
Yes. Very
Okay.
good.
Yes. My settings have taken a pause too. So apologies for that. But welcome back, everyone. It's lovely to see you again after this short pause. And I hope you all managed to continue with your practices and felt the benefits flowing in your life. And you might have also noticed that each time you go a little deeper into this, into reading the book, into doing the practices, the experience, your own experience in this unified field keeps expanding. It's almost like discovering new levels in a video game, except this one is like it changes the whole perspective of life, right? So, of course, there might have been days where we may feel like a ping pong ball bouncing between being in the image of God and then sometimes caught in the image of our own thoughts that we create. And that's perfectly normal. The important thing is just keep practicing bit by bit. It's all stabilizing on its own pace. And what we learn here uh, begins to shine very, very quickly in our daily life. And I'm sure most of you would have many examples to share how it is changing, how it is transforming your life, right? And that's how we grow steadily into our true nature. So let's just begin by taking a deep breath in and exhale and allowing ourselves to relax completely. Because this is a very important uh, chapter, and also at this point our hearts and our minds are open to accept this. That is why we are receiving this chapter at this stage of our returning to our true self. And actually in the last part we already arrived. So assuming we are almost like getting there slowly. So let's come back to this chapter, this beautiful chapter. Uh, when we hear clearing the aura of a loved one, so a natural question arises: is that really possible? Can I really clear an aura of somebody? And then we should ask another question: why do I want to even do this? Why do I want to clear someone's aura? And the answers that come from the mind are often sometimes very mixed, because sometimes we might think that because I want them to feel better, or we might think that I care about them, I love them, I care about their happiness. I don't like to see them in pain. Anywhere you see something happening and you feel kind of, you know, there's so much happening and I could do so much. So, on the surface, these reasons seem very loving and very compassionate. But when we look carefully, we realize that sometimes beneath these reasons lies something more subtle. There are hidden layers of our own expectations, our own fears, our own layers of ego. Sometimes our control disguises itself as care. So you might think that I am sending love and light because I care. But in reality, some part of you might be saying that, now I know better, I am more evolved than them. I'm doing unified part 3. What do you think of me? I mean, I noticed something and I just clear the aura. So if you notice that pride or that secret need to feel important, then you are not at the right place to do this exercise. And sometimes there's a lot of guilt driven help that we may do. You may feel, I must clear their aura. You have sometimes taken the responsibility of the whole world on your shoulders. If I don't know it, then the world will probably collapse. That kind of responsibility, that I'm the person who can do it. So here the action is not born out of love, but from fear or guilt. This is also not the right place where you should start this exercise. We have actually gone through in the chapter of right action. What is the right place to use such tools, to do such things, right? So it's all a process of checking our thoughts. Then there are sometimes we want to just uh, want to be acknowledged. You want to help, but if nobody notices it, if nobody thanks you, you feel disappointed, you feel frustrated. I mean, there is no issue if of being acknowledged, being appreciated, but if it doesn't happen, then what it does to you, you should check that. Then sometimes this goodness that we want to do, it's always focused on fixing others, because obviously I'm not negative, the other person, the other situation is negative. So we want to avoid our inner work, and helping someone obviously makes us feel very good about ourselves, right? And that's why sometimes we get so carried away with help. It distracts you from what you need to face, what you need to do. So this all this I'm discussing to come to the question that we ask: is it wise for me to clear? It is so essential to ask this question, because negativity's most clever disguise is that it often looks like positivity. So say I want to go to Mumbai, right? And I call my friend and I ask my friend, okay, hey, I want to go to Mumbai. So can you tell me how should I come? And before that friend tells me that you come by, a flight or a railway or a bus or something, he would ask me, well, where are you? What's your starting point? So that's why in this chapter, if you've read the chapter, first part of the entire chapter, most of the part is talking about the foundation on which we have to do this practice. So the foundation practices tells us uh, about the daily quiet periods that we have to do, centering in the heart, unifying with God qualities, clearing, closing our aura, connecting with the higher self, getting the signal, stating the purpose. So it should now become a very normal and natural activity. Because if our starting point is not clear, then our objective, we might get distracted from our objective, our primary purpose, that is being unified. So, and whenever we sit for these foundational practices, and whenever we ask for guidance, it is always for becoming whole. And then also checking the guidance that you are asking. Whatever you are asking is for the highest and wisest interest. And this highest and wisest interest is always towards guiding you towards your primary purpose, right? And we have discussed this in the last part also, as to how our secondary purpose, be it work, home, or anything which we want to do, if we even our desires can help us achieve our primary purpose. Just like a hungry person knows what will satisfy his hunger, similarly we also somewhere know what we are looking for beneath those desires. And the higher self, here the higher self, the role of higher self is to guide you into action. So once we are in this unified state, uh, guidance flows naturally. So you need to be completely first aligned to the uh, to your higher self. It is, and then whatever options you have the free will to choose. Like if you're standing in front of a buffet, right, a buffet table, there's so many options: salad, soup, dessert, some kind of pudding. So no matter whatever you choose, each of it will nourish you in its own way, which will provide joy to you in your own way. So none is wrong. And in this case, the chef, the higher self, has lovingly prepared everything for you. It has given, sometimes we get so many options. We know our choices, and we need guidance. We need to we are scared of decision making. We are fearful that something might go wrong. We have this bundle of thoughts which is always stopping us from doing what we want in life, right? So higher self will guide you there. And no matter whatever choice you take in this buffet, nothing is wrong, because everything is a different experience. So the free will is ours, the choice is ours. And once we choose, step by step, the guidance continues to unfold and aligns that way. Once you take that choice, and once you clarify your intention to your higher self, the guidance comes one after the other. It just aligns. And I'm sure we all have our stories of things, uh, how sometimes things just magically unfold when you least think about it, right? So once you make that choice, whatever experience comes with it is very precious. We have learned that here also, that whatever experience, we may term them as good, bad, but they only come to evolve us, change us, awaken us from that deep sleep, and only to check our thoughts. And not only check our thoughts, but utilize this as a stepping stone, as an opportunity. Think. Can you hear me?
Yes, Nehaji.
Yes, yes, we are
Yeah,
hearing.
okay. So so these thoughts and the experience of these thoughts, uh, they are an opportunity to learn and to return to our true nature. So when we cut out all that noise, all those stubborn thoughts, and refine our thoughts, align our thoughts with the essence of love, the essence of our true nature. So we have been given very important tool in this book, how to set that intention and how to structure your thoughts and how to align your thoughts. And that process is creating claims, which is basically letting our higher self know our intention. Because higher self will provide guidance or any kind of help based or out of our intention, our willingness to change. How much are we willing to change? How much are we willing to expand? How much are we willing to know our true nature? And everything begins with an intention. So whenever we make a claim, it is not just a wishful thinking kind of thing. It is a conscious, aware declaration that I am ready to make this happen. And from thought, From that thought, you set an intention. From the intention, you take action. And this process aligns us more to our higher will, to the state of being unified. And because higher self will only know that we are willing to change only through not only through our words, the claim that we have made, but also through our actions. Hence, this example is there in the book that if you have a desire for perfect employment at $20,000 or more per year, recite the creating formula and look for job, search the newspaper, send out your resume, ask people about leads, go to employment agencies, act and act. So it's all about action. We want a big house, but what have we done to get that, to 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 tell higher self that we really want it? What have we done? Because once once you actually are very strong willed about something, then your higher self gets the message you want it, and it puts you, higher self only puts you at the right place and at the right time. So these foundational practices are very, very important. And in this practice, most important is clearing and closing the aura. It's like preparing the soil before planting seeds. It ensures, it tells us that whatever, it is, whatever we are recognizing our true nature as love, not from our and then we are giving that love to all the uninvited influences, not from our limited thinking, but we are giving away because that's what we are. That's what we are, that realization. So at first, those signs shows second, I think my yeah at first, when we talk about aura and energy, it is, we talked about like it's an energy field around your body, right? But when we truly experience our infinite nature, we realize that this aura is not just confined to this body. It expands beyond the body, beyond the mind, merging with the existence itself. That's the kind of experience we get. So, what happens when we are saying that I'm clearing someone else's aura, or I'm sending love and light to this person's aura? What is really happening is that we are clearing our own field. We are clearing because if God is everywhere, in everything, in every being, in every cell of the body, so everywhere is God. So it's God's manifestation, right? So everywhere it's me. So I'm only sending love to my own energy field. Because in the unified state, if you think about it, there is no separation. The energy is, we are open. Now we are open to receiving messages from masters. We are open to receiving messages from non-living things. We are more perceptive about the influences that exist. So since we are still moving in and out of our unified state, but we have developed that understanding enough to perceive uninvited influences. We know that now, that at a very subtle level, lot of things can influence an environment, thoughts of a person, and there might be some entities who would be present. The likelihood is less, but there are things which we don't know, and not only we can perceive that, we can perceive a lot of things. Like our energy field is now open to receive a lot of things. So a lot of things are coming in further in the this third part. So this is the time when we are moving beyond, we have moved beyond our little self. and we are living like higher self. But since we are learning, we have been given this tool to ask. And if is the aura of this person is clear of uninvited influences, and we have been asked to bring a person who is closely connected to you, because with them we can perceive these things better. So with whosoever we are connected like that, we can perceive them better, we can perceive their, because they are part of our aura only, right? So we can perceive it better. So you could experiment, whosoever you are energetically most connected, even if that person is far away, we could do this, we could use this tool. And it also at the same time reminds us that you don't need to spend your whole life clearing influences. That is not your real work, that is not your primary purpose. So your work is to remain focused on radiating love, sending love, and in that radiance, influences will dissolve naturally. So when you send love, you are not really fixing anyone, you are affirming your own nature. First of all, you're acknowledging that you are love, and that from that reserve you are sending. It's not even a reserve, it's like it's infinite supply, right? So you are choosing, by taking that thing, you are choosing openness over controlling something, or you are choosing love over any kind of fear, any kind of guilt. So that very act, that very thing would make you feel liberated. And when you feel liberated in your freedom, others are automatically blessed. So it's like a ripple effect. We also discussed yesterday that in a calm pond, if we drop a pebble, the ripples spread far beyond the place of contact. In the same way, the smallest shift towards love and compassion within you ripples outward, touching everyone around you. Because energy, we know that it's contagious. Your tone, your presence, your silence, your smile. When you stay in love, others feel calmer, safer, and in turn, they pass that vibration along. And this is how our personal practice, it becomes a collective practice. It results in a collective transformation. So we have been reminded to send love at bedtime practices. And I find it, I again connected to the primary and secondary purpose, because every chapter reminded us to do that, send love and forgiveness and unify with God's qualities. Because although our secondary purpose while going to bed is to sleep, we should have the remembrance of our primary goal, that my awareness stays there in the divine qualities and who I am, a remembrance of who I am. Even if I go to sleep, my awareness remains at that place. So that's pretty much it from now, from my end. Thank you for patiently listening. I hope I have covered most of the points in this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nehaji. Beautiful summary reminders, and definitely uninvited influences. Till the end of the book, you would find Babaji is reminding us, because definitely we can transmute few thoughts, being love and light, but taking some influences, some lost souls, we have to just intentionally guide them to their desired place through our higher self. And also, being unified is a gentle reminder to be love, to be connected with all knowing intelligence. So we are living unified. It means we are always guided by our all knowing intelligence and the state of love we are expressing ourselves. Very beautifully, you have given the starting point and your the mold, the shift from the state of where we have to start to clear our aura or others' aura, the perception, self reflection, introspection, everything was covered so beautifully. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, it is just making things to understand deeply. Thank you so much, Nehaji.
Yes, thank you. I mean, this time it has been different because we have gone into the depths of learning from last time. So, a lot of new things came, and uh, what we say in Hindi, manan. So, a lot of manan happened, and so this this came out of it.
Our own experiences deepens and changes. It brings a lot of shift, and we become at ease with tools also. It's not like when to use, what to do, am I doing it right? That
Right.
confusion goes away. The first time everybody who is doing, just remember, we don't have to perfect our practice, but yes, we are just learning a new language which we are able to grab and use as and when needed.
Yeah, and I just want to add to this. Your presentation was absolutely perfect, and what I felt during as you were speaking was you were speaking from my heart. So thank you, thank you. You expressed
We are all
me.
connected.
Yeah, you expressed me in your own language. Thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Also,
I
when
will
she
take
was
that as a
talking about
compliment. Thank you.
Also, as when we were talking about the purpose, right? Many times in chapter 15, we learned about purpose. So yesterday we were discussing about future planning and how to live without future planning. So it gave me that answer here with perfect word that we always have a purpose. That's not a future planning, but the goal guides us to do the right action at the right time, step by step, point to point. So I enjoyed that part also. It was very much connecting. Thank
Thank
you.
you. So,
So
shall we move ahead and
yes, yes, I'm ready.
practice?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Shailesh ji is ready?
Snehaji, you would
Yes.
play or?
No, Shailesh ji will play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I messaged him. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. So, everyone, let's get ready. You can take off your glasses and switch off, dim the lights if you want. And just let's get comfortable. Let's get centered. Wherever we are, just feel what's around you. Try to feel. Try to perceive how is the energy, how is your aura feeling like. Sit as comfortably as you can. And whenever we sit together, we are all connected with thoughts, feelings. So feel, beginning from your aura first to this, the aura of the group, the place, slowly, steadily, coming in terms with what thoughts are you carrying today? What is there on your shoulders? Taking a deep breath in and just let it all out. Exhale slowly. Just remember that love is always here. It is like God. No matter what you're carrying, you always have love to fall back upon. Just feel this energy of love. The center of your chest, your heart, your physical heart. You would feel some vibrations, pulsations, just as a consequence of slowing down, as a consequence of breathing deep, breathing slow. You're able to feel your heart more. You're able to feel your body more. And just become aware of the breath, how it flows gently from your nostrils and flows into your body. How is it making aware of itself? The gentle movement is telling us about our own state, how still we are within. If there is a lot of restlessness in the body, our breath will tell about it. If we are restful, our breath will tell about it. So just observe this gentle flow. See when you take this breath to your heart space, how does it feel? Just absorb this place of calm, place of stillness. It's deep within you. Actually, it's always around you. But when we are quiet, then we can feel it. And in this space, everybody, everything exists. And they're all magnificent, loving creation of God. But some might have lost their way. They are not bad or negative, but they are not aligned with their true nature. So let's send them back to their perfect place with love, with compassion. And repeat these lines to clear our aura. To all loving, uninvited influences in my aura, I send you love. I send you light. You are all whole and healthy. You are not afraid, and you feel no pain now. Each of you is created as love and light, and you are still love and light. So I ask my higher self, you can take the name, to take you to your perfect place where you can return to the divine. You can return to you being unified. I lovingly set you free. Let you go. Each of you go in peace. And with that, I close my aura to all except my higher self. Feel them leaving your aura. You are freeing them and they are freeing you. We have the same goal, but it's a different path. To reach that perfect place. I send love to all the thought forms around me. All the thought forms that come in my way, that distract me from my path. I send you love. Because I know who I am. What's my purpose? I am not clouded anymore. Foggy thoughts. Because God has created me as its most wonderful creation. I am that smile on God's face, that joy that we feel, God's joy. I am that joy. When we feel ourselves in love, we always want to share. That's how God has made us. That's how love is. It expands. Like that ripple in the pond. The body is just a vessel of that love. But vessel is too small and our existence is beyond comprehension. But I still make this vessel of love. I still share from this vessel of love. Love flows. From God through this vessel. Affirms me that God is love and I am love. God is light. The light are the experiences that we create, the lessons we learn. Actually, they show the path to us. I am that light. I create my own reality. I learn from them. It's like one after the other. My way becomes clear, my views become clear. The way I perceive the world, I see the world, becomes clearer and clearer. God is abundance. I am abundance. And it's not the abundance of all the things that I have. It's not just the material wealth. But it's just being connected with the entire creation, feeling this expansion, that I'm more than this body. I'm more than this mind. That's my real wealth. That's the abundance that I am. God is peace, joy, bliss. And what is bliss? It's just love in motion. When love acts, then we feel bliss, we feel joy, we feel peace. I am joy, bliss, and peace. The omnipresence of God is in all things, is everywhere. It keeps everything conscious, aware. I'm part of that omnipresent energy and also the whole of that energy. I am omnipresent. God is infinite energy. What it means to me is infinite possibilities that exist for me every time, every day, every moment of my life. I am that infinite energy. I am abundant with these infinite possibilities. I am one with God. And in this vast existence, where all the possibilities exist, I send love to all those parts, all those possibilities. Just to remind them that they are love. They are peace. They are abundant as me. And as we go into this practice, state the purpose of today's practice. We make our intention clear. Today, we will learn the wisdom of clearing aura of our loved ones from our higher self. Let's ask our higher self for a signal. And if you already have it, acknowledge the presence of it and bring to your mind some people who are close to you. A spouse, your child, parent, or a very close friend. And ask, my higher self, please guide me if it is wise for me to clear the aura off. You can take the name of that person from any uninvited influences. You can repeat again, my dear higher self, guide me, let me know if it is wise for me to clear the aura of name from any uninvited influences. Try to sense if there is anything that you feel around your field. See what thoughts are coming when you think of that person, and why would you want to clean the aura? Is it wise for you? If yes is the answer from your higher self, then ask, is the aura of this person, you can put the name, free of uninvited influences? And then check how you feel. Be mindful of your own signal of yes and no. If the answer comes as no, then clear it again by saying these words. I send love and light to all uninvited influences that have come into this person's aura. You are all whole and healthy. Each of you was created as love and light, and you are still love and light. Each of you feel no pain now, and you are not afraid. Each of you has a perfect place to go. And I ask my higher self to take you to that perfect place. Know that what does not belong in your extended aura has now been released with compassion, with love. And what remains is just love and joy and peace and this abundance. And once you get an yes from your higher self that the aura is clean, you could thank your higher self for helping you clear the aura of your loved one by saying, I thank God for clearing the aura of my loved one. And as you breathe in again, feel this love, God's love, embracing you fully because you remembered who you are. And your love is not limited to your experiences. It just simply is. Let yourself rest in this awareness. I am love. Send love to your higher self, the beautiful guidance. Because this is your expansion, your own love flowing outwards. Flowing everywhere. I am one with all that exists. All else I release with compassion. And send this energy of love to your entire existence. And feel it coming back to you. This channel is absolutely clear. Feel the flow of love. And once you are ready, just say, I close my aura to all except my higher self. Now, once again, have an awareness of your energy field. How does it feel? Light, heavy? How different it feels as all the influences dissolve in your love, in your compassion, peace. And this whole act, this whole tool that we used has brought us closer to what we already are. And as you slowly return to awareness of room around you, of wherever you are sitting. Slowly and steadily, we will come out of the practice, but carrying this presence of love with us. Just by being in this state, you create that ripple effect. This wonderful practice is simply the reminder that everything is part of this existence, but you have the power to choose what you hold in your field. Let's take one more deep breath, gentle breath. Feel your aura clear, radiant, full of light. And with gratitude in our hearts towards Babaji, towards this wonderful tool, towards higher self, and towards everyone. For sharing this space of harmony and love. Slowly you can come back into the awareness of your body. You can move your body a little bit. You may open your eyes slowly. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being with me today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Nehaji, for beautiful, gentle, loving guidance. Your soothing voice was just taking deep. I was fully aware throughout the time and enjoying just being in the state. So, very good reminder and emphasis on the wise activity as we are clearing others' aura. Is it really wise for me to do that? So that's a very beautiful reminder for everyone. When we are trapped into any situation, it is always wise, but when we are doing otherwise, it's always good to check. Also, there was a point in the chapter where it says, if you get your uninvited influences, right? And in chapter 5, we have learned about that. If we have any uninvited influences, signal, you go and clear the aura. Here again, it says that you might get the signal because of somebody else. Somebody has that influence. So the best practice has to be first clear your aura, close your aura, and then clear somebody who is near you. You clear their aura or as well. So just as we are turning pages, when we are exercising it, we could find some confusion or difficulties. So just put these little reminders and the step how we are going to do when we have to actually do this, use this tool. Anybody has any question, any experience? Shailesh, want to say something?
To me, it's really wonderful to be with Neha today after a long time. So that's what I am enjoying.
Yes, I think I was also missing out on a lot of action which happened. So it is equally so nice to be here and feel everyone. Although so many cameras are closed, but I know they are there and they are in that energy of love.
You are looking so much refreshed. I can just see that. Good break. So I'm
Yes.
enjoying that part in you. Looking gorgeous and expressing the very way you used to do.
Yes.
Thank you. I think it's the practices. It's now a very natural way of living. So I think it's more acceptance of ourselves in every form. So you don't really have to pretend to be somebody else. So it comes naturally. So it's very nice. And actually, this chapter, when you were saying that wise activity thing, everywhere, wherever we are asking that question, is it wise for me or is it in my highest and wisest good? It's just a simple check on you that where are you? Where are you? So it's just that clearance we need to get from our higher selves. Is it really wise to go ahead with this? And what am I doing and how much I am integrated with myself? So uh,
Yes.
that kind of opened up for me today while reading. Yeah.
Same here. Like when we have to talk, why we have to talk? Is it wise for me really speak about it? So that kind of reminder is a beautiful reminder.
It is a very beautiful way of keeping your awareness on the primary objective. Right? This is how we are able to, by questioning ourselves at every step, uh, is this the right thing for me to do? And eventually, as you through practice, you understand this thing that your higher self is you only, right? So you are checking with your own wisdom. Well, is this what I'm doing? And remember, whatever is right is relative to the time where you are and the situation where you are in. So at this point in time, something may not be right for me, but at some other point in time, it may be right for me to do, right? So in the context of present scenario is what I always check, right? Is it in my highest and wisest interest to talk about it or to think about it or work on this particular thing? So it's always relative to time, right? So keeping that check helps us stay on the track. That's what it is, right? And the track is primary objective, primary goal of life, as a primary purpose of us being here. So it's a lovely tool. I mean, these are hidden gems in this book, actually, right? They help us grow with such sweet, small steps, very small things, but they add up. Eventually, they all add up, just like compound interest. So you will eventually have a big investment ready for you. Yeah. So I'm really for those who are new to the group, I'm not sure who Namrata ji is one who is new. All others are familiar with how we operate in the group. So just for her, I want to let she is in Australia in a time zone where it is too late for her in the night. So um, uh, for her, I just want to tell that please feel free to leave the session at any point in time. So any of you, depending on your convenience, join and leave the session, because recording is always there on YouTube, right? So you can always catch up. Whenever you have time, you can just go and catch up with the discussion or whatever, right? If you have any, when you are doing your practice and you think, well, what did they do at this step? You can go back and look, check in the YouTube video and see, well, okay, at this step in the session, this is what they did, right? So use that facility, the YouTube video, for answering some of your immediate questions as well. But feel the freedom to come and go in the session as you find it convenient for you. Okay.
Also, the first day when we do the chapter reading, the sessions is little longer. Otherwise, usually this is how we do first 20 minutes of talk and then the meditation. So by this time, we are usually done. And we always do the question answer after the session, after meditation. And then, but still, if you have the chapter reading day is difficult also, then you can do on your own time. Just remember that, be excited that there's a session waiting for you. You wake up on your own time and you pick up the session. You enjoy it thoroughly. You make your questions. So we do question answer session on Sunday. It is only question answer, like all sorts of talk we can do that day. So use
Yeah.
that time.
So during the meditation today, if there is no question from anyone, I want to just share what I got during the meditation today. So in I got this question. I don't know where it came from, out of the blue. Who is wiser, uh, the tortoise or the hare? You all know the story of the hare and the tortoise. Who is wiser, right? There, there. This is not about cleverness. This is about wisdom, right? Of the two, to me, how I felt, the tortoise definitely is wiser. The hare may be clever, but not wise. And the reason for that is that the hare is so much rushed in life, so much trapped in time, that he can't even see the second layer below what is visible on top. He cannot see the second layer, what's hidden there. He cannot see the gems. He can only see what's on the surface because he's moving very fast. The tortoise, on the other hand, is steadily moving, absorbing the depth of everything that's there in its environment, feeling it, living it, right? And then moving forward.
Also
That's
carrying its
that's
own
how I
heavy
saw
weight.
it. Huh?
Tortoise is so heavy, right?
Yeah,
It's carrying its own heavy weight.
exactly. Yeah. So this is something I don't know where the question came from. It came, and that's the answer I had within me. If anyone has something else to add to this, maybe you can add. Yeah. Yeah. Sheelamji wants to say something. Yes.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. It was a very beautiful question that arose in your mind. It's very true. It is tortoise, no doubt, slow and steady. It understands every bit, but we are all hares. We want to rush. We want to gain everything in the short time, and we want to say, "I've acquired everything," without even understanding. We have not gone to the depth of what we are trying to learn. Actually, you know.
Yes.
So we are all hares, wanting to say we have won, but won nothing. But only trying to run in this race of life, so much immersed in the external activities. So
Yes.
that's a just reminder to us, I think, in a way, your story should tell us slow down and slowly try to grasp what is being told so that you realize
Possibly.
the
Yeah.
depth.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Part 3 will bring that change, Sheelamji. Even though we practice and we how much we get, it all depends on us. But it will make us think more because how we are connected, how everything and everyone is God, and we are connecting and talking in that terms. So yesterday, what happened when I dropped my son to school and I was coming back? So I was just standing on a signal, and then the signal went green, and there was a truck in front of me, and it started moving. And in that moment of fraction of moment, I was just watching that wheel in the front car, and I saw it started gradually moving. So I just clicked with that example that, this center, we are that center where the God is we call source or the center, right? That's the vibration we feel. So I realized that the road is so tough, so hot. Here it is very hot this time.
Mm.
And the surface, the wheel, the tire is rotating on that. It is experiencing that heat. So it is going through so much. So that center part said, thank you for carrying me, because he was not doing anything. But the center was moving along as the tire was moving. So I felt that God is saying thanks to the mind, to the body, to carrying him, to give him experience. So it was very simple thing, and I got it once and it went away. Nighttime I went on the bed and I was just trying to remember what experience was that. So it clicked so beautifully, and then I thought I would share with you.
Well,
Exactly. Yeah.
which apply to our own daily life. But our hush of life is so much, we don't even notice it. That's the whole sad part, you know.
That's what this book teaches, to stay, to be unified. What does it mean? Is am I wasting my time if I'm spending time with family members or partying, or whatever I'm doing? Am I wasting my time? We kind of think that way, but here what it brings us to life with a different perspective. So the same tire, same person, signal, same car, same thing, everything same. What changed in that moment? That alignment, right? Wherever we are. So is just today this reminder, is it wise for me to talk about unified with this person? So because I'm living in that, not everybody is living there, right? So when I'm talking to everybody, I don't have to just talk about this only, right? So that kind of thing, then it brings me sometimes to listening, because listening also opens a lot of inner perspective about other things that we can think of. So
But
that
don't you
kind of
think by
inner.
don't you think by sharing, you may trigger the interest in the other person who may also come to the path, because
So
that's what
that's,
you
yeah,
the
that's
main.
the why. Is it
Yeah,
wise for me to talk about this? That question is the first question, and
but
then you'll start talking.
coming in that line, no, they may be also waiting for somebody to guide them or inspire them, not get this, So we
Definitely, definitely.
can't. I'm fine. If we find them in differences, then don't go to. That's how I felt. But some people show interest. Some people just sort of feel it is something silly. So they have a long way to go. So leave them alone. You know, that's what I feel.
Lovingly, that too also lovingly. So now every action, it puts a question, is it wise? Is it, or, what are you doing, kind of thing. That's a beautiful reminder that helps, go deeper and know yourself better, I would say.
When you say teach meditation to everybody, whomever you can, but so many people, whenever I mention, I just find, they're not understanding. They feel it's something silly to close their eyes and observe their breath. They're not in that mood to even try it out. I said, just do for 5 minutes and see the difference, what you feel. And I leave it alone at that. I see it sometime when they understand, they would come back. So,
The primary resistance to meditation, most people, there are two reasons. One is an obvious reason, another one is a hidden reason. So the obvious reason is that they are afraid of watching themselves, because now when they start sit down and watch themselves, they begin to see all the dirty part, and they don't accept it. So they are just not willing to see that. That's an obvious one. But there is a hidden one. The hidden one is that when you make someone sit, and that too for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever period of time, they feel, well, okay, I am losing so much time. Their time trap activates and in the background, right? It makes them feel uncomfortable. What are you doing? You are wasting your time. You could do this, that, and all that. So in the meditation, you always get the thought, well, what is happening to that dish? I need to put it back in the fridge, and oh, in the fridge I have to check if I have vegetables. Did we get the milk today? All kinds of actions which involve your engagement, they will come in the mind, right? That's the time trap. Time is constantly telling you, your mind is telling you constantly, you are wasting your time, right? That is the hidden thing which makes people uncomfortable during meditation, right? So it's a very natural reason why no one wants to meditate, and in
but
today's world.
no, now that WhatsApp has come, everybody has time to sit on the WhatsApp. You find
ah
it fine for all unwanted things to say they don't have time. But when it comes even 5 minutes, I'm just telling, that also looks very, very difficult. No,
yes.
we have no time. We can't do that. I said, leave it alone. There's no point.
Yeah.
Yes, always remember not to judge with their priority, their choices,
Mm.
because
I know.
then
No, that's what I just
it puts
realized.
us in that loop.
No, even my own daughter, many times I always find her so disturbed and so stressed. So I try to tell her, you just meditate, same on phone.
Yes.
So that's why
The
I then stopped
uh,
saying. I said, I'll pray for her, but when time comes, she will learn it. So,
Exactly. That's where I wanted you to go now, right? Whenever you notice such things, your own thinking should be they are not yet done with their experience of the
yeah,
time trap. They have to experience that time trap to a level where they reach the threshold. Well, okay, it's not there, right? They have to reach that threshold, and that cannot happen through hearing. That can happen through experience, right?
yeah,
When they experience, well, how much soever I may struggle against time, I am still not able to achieve what I want. So then they start looking at what is the reason, why is it so, and that takes them on the inner journey, right? So it's essentially their experience, and what we can, those who are treading the path, what they can do, they can lovingly help them experience what they want to first experience. We have to just lovingly let them do, okay, do it, do more, and maybe at some point in time when it's appropriate, we can share our own experience with them. Well, I was once there in the same time trap, and this is how I have, what I
Okay.
have learned, and this is what I have now shifted to, right?
Same
So
goes with
this, yeah,
unified learning also, right? Until and unless we are not ready, we cannot take it deeper. So we
exactly.
just have to wait and go and complete your experience, how much you want to explore, and then come back.
Exactly, and
I
that is not
also
wrong.
acknowledge like everybody's path is different, so you cannot
Mm,
force anybody to meditate or sit. Everybody has their own way of doing things. Some may just uh, self-realize themselves with some other kind
With
of
nothing. Yeah.
modality, or with
Correct.
nothing.
yes.
Probably there's so many people like that. I mean, there's talk about Kabir and all. Like sitting in the bank of Ganga, he attained enlightenment, so he did. So you need, I mean, that only comes with experience. So the best thing is here to just share your experience, what it did to you, and just leave it at that. I think
Exactly,
because
exactly.
once you realize the depth of something, then just like when we like go into the water in a swimming pool, we go to the deep, then we cannot speak. We cannot speak. We cannot talk. Only when we come out, then we can tell our experience. That's the only thing we can do. We can take a deep dive, we experience it, and just share the experience when we come out. That's the only thing we can do.
Exactly.
Such a beautiful
But the,
example.
yeah,
Yeah.
and experience is not transferable.
Yeah.
See, what I experience in the same situation, your experience will be very different, right? So, our the experiences of you and me could be very different in the same situation. So, um, that's the reason why everyone has to experience by themselves, because their um, structure, internal structure is different. So their experience could be quite different. And then that experience is going to eventually lead to their growth in the primary objective direction. So that's how it is there. Yeah.
And in this revision session, I think one day Kavita ji was sharing or somebody that, when we meet person, the experience is yours. Whatever you say, whatever they say, the experience is yours. You go
Uh,
to experience that, not to what others are getting through you or from you, but um, your perception or your view is only with attached with you. So what is happening with you in that moment, whether you are saying or you are listening. So that is a very good point to be, that seeing yourself at the right place.
mm. And
That's
there's a
where the
beautiful
wise
comment.
activity thing comes, right? That
Yeah.
you are first checking your place, your intention, that what it does to you when you're sharing about meditation, what is it doing to you? So you
Exactly.
have to
Yes.
keep the focus there.
So with just take this example of Shilamji now, she is just trying to help her daughter. So that daughter part is still very connected, very close, and we tell them like five different things. Oh, go shop. Oh, eat well. Oh, take care. Then one of that is okay. You find time. You meditate. But then outside that, their things are very different. People are different. Their beliefs are different. So just this wise question, is it wise for me to talk about anything? It's a very beautiful question to where we can save our own energy when we understand that the uniqueness is there and we are all trying to, connect and work together. Just now, that that feeling where God is thanking this body, God is thanking this mind, carrying him, giving him experience, is such a humble experience, isn't it? How this experience can transform one person to see the world around. And if you go meet person and then the same thing happens to you, so that gratitude happens. Okay, thank you for telling me this.
Experience.
Kirti has written a very nice comment here that the story of the turtle and the hare, it reminds her of primary. Turtle is the primary and hare is the secondary. The two purposes that we have, right? Both going to the same destination, right? That's her perspective, right? So to reach the destination, there is a primary way of going and there is a secondary way of adding to it. So we are experiencing both of them. Yeah, but the goal
It
is still
also
the
reminds us that, if you are light, you will reach the destination faster. If you are carrying a lot of baggage, you will be just walking slow. Gradually, you will move by, taking all your experience. Okay, sun is basking, the ground is rough, it's high tide, you're going on high or just it's a slope.
yeah.
So that kind of experience. Too many things. So one little story, we just conclude with one moral, but I can hear now more.
Yeah. Jayaji wants to say something. Yeah.
Jayaji is still also, she is also on vacation, right, Jayaji?
Yeah. So I missed yesterday's session and I sat throughout the morning listening to it. It was so beautiful. Very, very nice. Uh, just now when you were talking about the hare and the tortoise, I thought the hare speeds up through life just to reach its goal, and the tortoise enjoyed every step along the way. Um, Enjoying the view, enjoying the nature, enjoying the road that it's walking on, and just swaying towards its goal. So I think we don't have to rush through life. Uh, Feel every moment as you go. That's also another way I thought.
Ye-
Um, and then everyone's aha moment comes at a different stage in their life. Until 2 years ago, if anyone told me to meditate, I was like, oh, they're wasting my time. So I completely understand. I completely feel it. And there came a moment in in my life where I thought, let me give it a try, and it worked. The the topic was Louis Hayes, 40 days. Um, and that just resonated with me because I read it. The topic was right. It was my time. So
yeah.
to expect somebody else to reach that time or to feel how you feel is, it's their journey, it's your journey. That
Yes.
aha moment comes
Yes.
at a different time in everyone's life.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful, like you gave your experience yesterday, Selishar. Um, there was something that happened to me also, and um, I lost my third child. He was stillborn, and they put the baby in my arms, and I was like, I'm not able to give you life. I mean, I carried you in the stomach thinking I am doing it, but and he came to teach me so many things that I would not have learned otherwise. Like when you said I learned to go with the flow, that's exactly what happened. It's not that there is no planning. It's not that there is no goal. It's not like you said, I claim and accept that thoughts of my highest purpose, or the purpose is very much there in whatever we are doing. But it's just the me, the meh is gone. The resistance towards life is gone. And then you just go with the flow. You're just guided in everything. And every step of the process that you have explained in the chapters, the more you sit, the more there's connection, the deeper you go. Uh, like you said, there's a moment that you go so deep that you don't want to come out at times. There's no words to say. So if there's anyone I feel who needs, or you feel like sending good energy to or closing their aura, that's your process. Whenever they have to feel it, whenever they have to rise from that situation, it is their time. So we are not here to live their life for them. Like God gave us, or the universe gave us a sign. The universe gave us a sign so many times. But when we are ready, we pick it up. So I think, yeah, every step of the way, it's a little more knowledge, a little more insight, uh, a little more divine, a little more, I don't know, a very nice feeling. So thank you so much. Um, it's just reminding me of what khazana I have inside, the treasure I have inside. And the deeper I go, the more the treasure comes out. It's wow, oh, this is so nice. Um, Also, this chapter I felt there was a guru walking with his disciple, and they both had a lantern. And there was a point in time the guru was like, "Okay, now I'm going to move my own direction. It's your turn to move." And he was like, "Wait, I forgot to light my lantern." So, in trying to light someone else's life, don't forget that you shouldn't not you should continue to light your lantern. So when your flame is lit, by any chance somebody else comes and touches your flame and they get lit up, that's fine. But don't forget to light up. So don't forget to close your aura before you help someone else. Like wear your seatbelt or and then help someone else. You can't help without helping yourself first. Otherwise, both of you will fall in the ditch. Yeah. So I feel
That
I think
otherwise is so good, so much informative. This otherwise.
yeah. So thank you so much. It's been very enlightening. It's been very a beautiful progress.
Thank you, Jayaji, for sharing your experience. And I would like to hear more such stories from you. That just pops up runtime with every chapter, the unique story, unique perception.
And now
So,
I have a perspective of the story of hare and tortoise too. That looking at tortoise's speed, he's not even worried about the goal. He's not worried about the purpose. He's clearly taking his own time and enjoying everything. And I don't care whatever the goal is. I'm just living the way my life has been designed. So that also gives a nice insight of how we should live it light, in the light way of things. And although there is load of responsibilities on our head too, a lot of things, but we can always pace it up to our own understanding, to our own timing. So thank you,
also,
Shelly. You brought this
when
story, so many insights to this
and so
story.
many insights. See, when
Yeah.
we are talking about when others are ready, when I was ready, I can just say that, you know, in life there are crises many times, the financial relationship, the then there is one thing that happens that shakes you, that takes you inward. Actually, you have everything, but you're not enjoying it. What is the purpose then? That time you go somewhere, you do not, you have went to temple, you have explored everything, but still that doesn't bring you, what you are seeking from life, how you want to live. That quest of fulfilling that experience of life, but not living it thoroughly, not enjoying it thoroughly, laughing, smiling, doing everything. But still, it's not so much fulfilling. What really I'm here for that. So that quest, it's somewhere, that question we keep asking ourselves, and then one point of time, when all the experiences have to met, when Buddha got enlightened, all his experiences were met. He was a king, he was a prince, he lived his life beautifully, and then he had that emptiness of why life is like this. What's the reason of the suffering? And then it took him there. And for me, it was like, I have everything, but why there's so much, you know, it's not so much joyful. It's not complete. What am I seeking? And I didn't know what am I seeking. I didn't know what meditation is at all. I mean, I didn't had any idea about meditation when I started my meditation. I just gave it a try. It was just an open trial. I would go, like, I could try any other cuisine. That's how I would just go, and I did that once, and it just clicked so beautifully. That first day I felt I have that peace now. That changed everything. So life has to go through all the experiences, slow down, reflect, ask question, then you get answer. That's what Babaji is teaching here. Ask questions.
Each one of us is unique, right? The tortoise and the hare, each one of them is unique in their own way. They are experiencing life in their own way, right? One, and these two are very different. They are both in harmony with nature, their own nature, and in that harmony they are experiencing life, right? And comparing them is actually not the right thing. Now, we have talked so much on that topic. My inner thing is opening up, right? You can call one of them is wiser, another one is clever. That's okay. You can tag any of them, but they are both individually progressing in their spiritual journey in their own way, as nature created them to be. So they are in harmony with nature. That is another important learning that I am now getting. The more we are talking on the subject, the deeper it is going. Yeah. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else somebody would like to add? Anything more? Good. So we can, if there is no more question or things to talk, we can bring the session to a close now, right? And Neha, do you want to say anything more?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you
Good.
so much. Yeah, I think I spoke more
Welcome
than
back, Neha ji,
required.
for adding your lovely group of messages. We are starting. I'm enjoying them. Every messages I'm enjoying so much, so much. Love your sharing with your messages in WhatsApp group. And today it was awesome again, as you've been doing.
Thank you. Not to mention at all, because it comes very naturally. There are actually so many things which happen automatically. I just sense this thing that the group needs this and the group needs this, and I just keep. I don't even ask you guys. I just keep send whatever
No
I
point of asking question. I
feel.
told you I am
Yeah.
missing you so much that, you used to send so many messages, and I get pulled with other things here. So my
Yeah.
awareness is not in the group like that.
One thing I can tell Neha is that your chef and my chef are good friends. They share their recipes.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. I think my chef needs to learn a little more. Yeah.
Just add plus 20, 25 years, what Shailaji is standing and where you
Yes.
are
Yes,
standing.
exactly.
Life all automatically brings so many things, and we are in this divine guidance. I think the speed is too fast. I mean, I would just say the way Babaji is teaching and the way our readiness is, and this group energy. Shailaji has been silently speaking for last, I think I know, 4 years. So slowly it just,
Yes.
changes you by listening, um, by being in that environment, by staying there. We didn't leave the group, right? I mean, whether program is running or not, but the same mindset, the same kind of workshop we have been doing. So it is just taking us deeper, deeper, deeper. So
Yes.
staying,
And
going deep is important.
yes, and we are also like actually basically talking about the same thing over and every day we are talking about the same thing in a different perspective. So the focus being love, but we are just seeing love from different angles and getting reminded by these tools also, even the tools in the book. They just remind you your place. So where are you? Where it's just awareness, awareness, awareness. Like come to that place. Even if you are making claims, if you are checking your thoughts, whatever you're doing, why you're doing that wise question really struck me today. That this this wise, what do we call it? Like wise activity, and what does it really mean?
And
So
in that guidance also, you said, right, check your thoughts. What thoughts are you getting? When you are saying, is it wise for me to clear their aura? What kind of thought you are getting? That are they suffering because you are doing, you think they are less, that's why you are doing, why are you doing? So
yeah.
that is also coming from your inner being in that state.
And if it was this easy to clear somebody's aura, we would have gotten this practice like much ahead, like in first part. But the fact that it's been given to us now in the third part, it wants to make sure that we should know where we are and how we are progressing, and are we even eligible to do this, because it's not just like a magic wand that okay, I clear your aura like that. So that thing, that is a good reminder for us. So this chapter is a good reminder to start with part 3. So because more is
And
coming, so many
continue
interesting
remembering.
things.
Yeah. Also continue that the purpose, the week 15 is that you are out of the
Hmm.
womb right now. Now you are just
Yeah.
ready to expand.
Yeah,
So
we took
that
a
is
break,
also
but Babaji assumes that we have like arrived. So, but we were taking a break here. So,
Baba said that you are arrived at took a break and then coming back with part 3 to expand.
yeah. Yeah.
But well, I think it was not really a break because we were, who are turtles, are still struggling to make sure we have understood it a little more, So time was never enough. To tell you frankly, I never felt it was a break. And I was thinking, my God, it's really difficult to catch up. But each one's experience gives you a different outlook. And some
Yeah.
experiences are more appealing for you to understand the subject, I suppose. So it's wonderful to hear everyone's experience and how what they feel and how they went through.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's not everyone's experience that makes you click to your way of thinking. But when you listen, then you really see the depth of it. This is how I felt.
Yes, and the fun part of it is that um, my way of thinking, how much ever may I explain,
Mm.
you will listen to it, it will click somewhere in you. However, your understanding of whatever I'm saying will be very different from mine. Why? Because it has to fit in your framework. You already have a framework, right?
But it gives us a thought to look in the way you
Yes.
have
Yeah.
experienced. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It gives us a
Hmm.
different perspective each time when
Hmm.
you hear someone. When
Yes.
Jayaji spoke with her examples, it
Yes.
made it more relieving.
Yes.
When, this one,
Yeah.
she wrote the beautiful poem for the before going to bed. I mean,
Uh,
that gave a different perspective. So I'm saying it's
yeah.
a contribution of everybody, the way they have looked. It is like an elephant being explained by all the blind people. One is saying it's a pillar, one is saying a
My
trunk.
God.
So these things,
Excellent. Yes.
what I
Yes.
feel, what we are learning.
We are
Oh, we
all
will.
probing in the dark. Absolutely right. So
That's
yeah.
why the best way is to express your experience. Babaji is saying, Chodo Sara Kahani, all the Vedas, Upanishad, Gita. You've done enough and enough and enough, and then just go with your experience. Create. Try this and see what you create.
Hmm.
And
No, but
every time
meantime,
it's
he's guiding also.
Yeah.
Babaji is guiding how to look at each aspect, But whether we are looking it in the right way, these examples will also make us realize what is the depth of it. So, I mean, he knows that we are one who are so much in the worldly thing that we go astray very easily. So, to bring us back, he has to remind us we are the images of God. And then, so every chapter says, reminds you, you are the
Yeah.
image of God, you are the qualities of God. So, of course, it's really beautiful. I really enjoy this course a lot. Thanks a lot for all the
it
efforts you people are taking.
Thank you.
like everything becomes an example, like everything is there for a purpose, and it
Exactly.
is reminding God only. So I was just wondering, right, if you are working like a CEO of the company, as if the company is yours, how would you act? What your action would be? And if you're just saying, okay, I'm an employee, I'm just going and coming back 9 to 5, my work is done. So what
No.
your expression would be? So if you just say, okay, God is doing everything, I am just sitting, I'm just going and coming to life and going back, coming to
No, CEO
going
has
back.
to look into every aspect of each employee, how they are going, how to improve their status. That is what we are now struggling with. Babaji is trying to guide us and tell us how to improve the status, how to look at things,
No,
and
Babaji is trying to make us more responsible, like a CEO of the company, that you are responsible for yourself. That company is not different from the CEO, he is the company. So Baba is saying that if you see the world from this point of where your thoughts create your reality, how would you do? How would you think? How will you act? What would you
that's
like to
why he has
carry?
sent us CEOs like Preeti Madam, Neha ji, Shailash ji, who will tell us time and again till we become CEOs.
Yeah, this since we have now started working on expansion of consciousness, this morning I had a very beautiful experience. I usually play my all these our unified songs. I play, we start the playlist and put it on a loop and put it in my washroom there, and then I continue my routine for the day. And as I came out of the shower, um, I wiped myself and I was putting the towel on the hanger to dry, and the towel spoke to me. The song that was playing was I am made in the image of God wala song, right? Ishwar ki chavi. And the towel says, me too. I am made in the image of God. Right? Wow. And that was such a, and you can't imagine, like when you have an infant in your hand, I had that kind of feeling of affection for
Joy,
the cow. You know, that's what I was feeling at that time. It was such a beautiful connection.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
When we
So,
see everything as an image of God, that's still lovely. The love
yes.
that goes to everything.
Yeah. Every day is filled with such lovely um,
Experiences.
experiences. Oh my God.
That is what these little experience, they change our perception. The way, how else I can change my perception, the way I have been seeing world, how can it change? Only with my such experiences, something beyond what I've been, this person, right?
Yeah.
So even everything is teaching humility, everything is teaching gratitude.
Chaliye. Thank you. Thank you. Then we will
How much
continue
ever
with our
we
session
break we
tomorrow.
had, Shailesh was ready by this time every day. He was ready. Only he was not turning on the Zoom, but he was at his desk working on
Yeah.
podcasts and so many other things we've been doing along with that to make this workshop. The concept is, the practice is deep, and how can we make it easier for everybody? So we keep getting
That is
ourselves
the, yeah,
ideas and we
yeah.
keep just working. We do not have any a planned thing like when we will start unified, we will do this and this and this. No, every day it's different and it's unfolding, sometimes bringing so many ideas we are thrilled with to share with you all.
My key driver is always one thing, that how can I make it easier for others? That's my key driver. Always. I mean, like, That's the mindset with which I have been working always. And the things start popping up in front. Yesterday, by the way, I made 3 stories. 3 stories, those stories to explain the concept of forgiveness that we have been taught in this book. So I used ChatGPT to help create, and ChatGPT created 3 stories for me in different settings using the same concept, right? One setting was a family situation, another setting was the office environment, how it happens, and the third setting was between 2 friends,
Two friends.
how that thing was there, right? And the fun thing is that those 3 stories were exact examples of the discussion that we have had in the group. Specific. One story, the first story, the family story, was exactly Sheelamji's experience. I was stunned when I listened to that. When I read that story, I said, oh my God.
I wanted to
And
tell you, even yesterday somebody shared, and the second story was on that.
the second
That
story
money
was
taken
from
away,
that.
Grace G's experience, right? So it was that.
Yes. So it was like, this is so how the intelligence is connected. I I'm going to share those stories in the group also. I just
Yes.
need to format, put it in a PDF. You can take your time to read the stories. But those stories, they are touching stories. They will sort of generate emotions. I started crying actually after reading the first story. So
Same here.
uh,
I
they
was
are
into tears
touching.
when I read the stories. I was like, have you become so sensitive? I was like crying with those emotions.
Yes, so beautiful. So I will share those stories probably today, sometime in the group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that will be nice. And this is the best thing that has come out of the sessions this time, actually. We are very, very thankful for this beautiful gift that you guys have, both of you have created, actually. Of course, AI has a role to play, but we are the ones operating, we are the vehicle. So,
Yeah.
uh,
And
No,
we keep driving each other and using this
yeah,
tool as a,
mm,
it's a big help. I mean, but
yeah,
so
the inspiration comes from this group only,
yes,
from
yeah.
the same.
No, when we say in this chapter, what he says, you have to take action, you have to do things, right?
yes.
You can't simply create the formula and sit, right? Same
Mm,
thing. And elsewhere in the book, when we have read this thing that when we take action, the universe conspires. I
yes.
think in the same chapter, that
Same
when
chapter.
the formula
Mm,
is created, the
mm,
universe conspires to support. And this, when I get support from I feel that
mm,
universe is conspiring to help me in my desire, to in fulfillment of my desire. You know,
yes.
universe is doing it. It's helping in so many ways. That's the beautiful part. So the only thing is that now I'm sensitive enough to perceive. Whenever I receive, I'm sensitive to that. That receiving part is opening up now. I'm becoming more and more ready to receive, accept. That's the change that I'm noticing. It's really beautiful. Jayaji is asking about stories. I will share the stories, Jay.
We'll share. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll share it in the group. These are stories we created. Yesterday, I asked ChatGPT to tell me the concept of forgiveness using stories to make it easier for people to grasp the concept. So, 3 small, very small, one-page stories. Okay, I will share. Good. Chali, Preeti, shall we?
Yes, I think Nehaji is good. I'm also good.
Mm.
Wanted to close 15 minutes back, and then we talked 15 minutes more. Yes,
Thank you.
thank you so